It's just twice. This happened to me both times today. This morning I got up, checking the clock, and I'm going to head downstairs because I know there's things going on when there's opening, and I'll go down to oversee it or whatever. I realize, alright, they've already started. It's 10:15, so they're already down there. Let me just wait it out. It's quarter to 11. I leave, I go downstairs. It's 10 o'clock on the nose. 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, I was watching the clock. I understand it. Wow, that's really weird. Well, I guess I shifted, I'm like, I guess I did because the place was pitch black. And, same thing just happened on the way down to work. I'm starting at 6, and I thought, somebody might expect me to start at 5. Let me go down there at 4:30, just show my face. I came down. It's 5:30. Twice in the same day.
So it's my understanding that there are energy waves coming in right now, and this, may or may not be quantum. And I mean, my theories are my theories, and they're because of experience. I've been through that enough times, but some of the things I see people going through now, I went through a couple years ago. Some of it would come back periodically. It depends on everybody's like, oh, we're having a shift. And I'm like, I wonder if that's why I got sick. Or I wonder if I had that stuff going through my head. Or I wonder if that's why this or that, because there was a shift going on. Well, I'm under the impression that it's coming in stronger now. And by October, it should be going stronger. Like, we'll notice it. People that have been going through this will notice it and notice it going on with people around them, but you don't have to interact with them. You don't have to. That's my understanding of it. I'd say anybody that's been Mandela affected or in the community, just hang in there. It shouldn't be long. And if you're going through stuff now, you should be over it before October. I feel that anybody that's seen the Mandela effects or noticed other changes is noticing truth, and that's why we're going in the direction we're going in.
There you go.
I don't know.
You gotta kick one leg in front. That's it.
I don't know. What do you do?
Yep, just like that. And then there you go. There you go.
This would be a good time to ask you, oh boy, let's see. Now, you from France?
Belgium as well.
Belgium, I mean. Are you from Belgium? I keep screwing that up. Just because you speak French doesn't mean you're from France.
Really. Thank you.
I ran out of questions. Do you ever hear that TV show Sex in the City?
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Sex in the City?
Yes.
This is in the city, isn't it?
Or is it Sex and the City?
Sex in the City.
In the City. It was, yeah, it's actually and now in this timeline.
Oh, shit.
But yeah. I always known I was an empath, or of some sort. And some of the things are just becoming more defined. Just like the glasses, for instance. But that was, to me, that I was creating by default. I kind of let it go. I didn't have anything invested in it. So it just, they showed up. They're my prescription. They're from the early 1900s. Maybe late 1800s. Big storm coming in. I got to get back in the pool.
So a good month ago, my kitties got a bat. I had the door open. I'm taking care of that, but come in, there's this big ass bat lying on the ground. They're just batting it back and forth, right? And I feel horrible, right? This thing's still alive. So I get it out. I don't think it made it. But anyway, it's a month ago. So got this meteor thing coming out, right? I've seen one the last 3 nights. As I'm out there, I'm laying in the hammock, totally chilling, checking out the stars. Nothing's really going on. The last few nights, yeah, they were very blinky. But tonight, not so much. I'm just laying out there watching. I'm not seeing anything, and it just keeps popping in my head. Remember the bat. What if a bat gets in? It's been a month. I've been out there before with the door open. I'm not thinking, watch out for bats. As soon as I walk in, I see both of them just batting the crap out of this bat. So, I'm under the impression that our psychic abilities are going to be elevated. And why would I be thinking about a bat? I took this one out. That one ain't making it either. My cats don't play. When they play, they don't play.
One of the other things I feel that I created by default. I was in this line of cars earlier on the way in, and as soon as I accepted it, it was a good 15 minutes we sat there, 1-lane traffic. As soon as I accepted it, we started going. And then I laughed. I said, see, all I had to do is accept it. So at that point, I got excited, I guess. I felt like it was me that did it. So I realized it's not, but it is, but it's not. It's not. Tough to explain. I'm glad I'm talking this one out. I'm glad this happened. Because no sooner did I, get excited, I had a feeling about it after it happened, did we get stopped again for another good 5-10 minutes. And then as soon as I accepted it, we were let through. So I accepted, I just shut my car off.
And me creating. Oh, you can't see them in this light. Look at these. Okay, I wanted old glasses for Boom Days, the little thing we had, when I dressed up with the hat and all. And I wanted to get some specs like this. These are readers. They're practically my prescription. I could see better out of these than I can the prescription glasses I got that are lower. Anyway, I created this. I didn't even realize I was creating it. I was like, wow, I'd really like a pair of cool old specs just to see, whatever they look like, see how, and I thought, I really don't want to pay a lot of money. Well, these are from late 1800s and they were $22. And, months ago, I was like, wow, it'd be really cool to have some John Lennon looking pair of old glasses. But I realized when I was thinking about it and molding these glasses into my life, it wasn't so much letting go or accepting. To me, like I say letting go in the book, I've changed it to accepting. What it actually is not having any investment in it. It's like once I was thinking about it, like, wow, it'd be really cool to own a pair of those. And then I didn't care whether I got them or not. It didn't matter to me. I wasn't dwelling on it. I didn't have any investment on whether or not I would own these glasses or not. It didn't bother me one way or the other. So to me, it's even more of a letting go or an accepting.
So one of the things I was thinking about when I was in the pool, I had it's not a vision, nothing close. I think I might have had visions. This was like a recognition of something, and I put the thought into play. I'm sitting there in the hot springs, up on these rocks, and I'm thinking, I wonder if this is what it was like back in the Roman days. He's sitting back chilling, and like it hit me. It was a feeling of recognition that I've been there, I've done that. And it was like, I don't know how to describe it, because it was like the epiphany. It wasn't an epiphany. Like this thing was bigger than my physical body. That's about the best way I could describe it. What else? Aging. Now I heard somebody say something like, well, you don't have to age as fast or something. I'm saying you don't have to age at all. And somebody said, well, yeah, no, I guess you don't have to mentally. And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And somebody said, well, the physical body it's physical. It's going to deteriorate after a while. Yeah, if you believe that. I mean, if that's how you really feel about it, get my hand out of your face. I mean, I just really feel like if you believe that, that's what that you've been told that. You've been brought that up that way, so of course you see the effects of aging because you believe it. I really don't believe you have to age. Unless you wanna. I'm probably going to be here longer than I expected. I always figured 152 was a good number.
And let me clean that up right now. Letting go and accepting and having no investment. The words "no investment" came from Aluna Ash, clairvoyant. And I believe she was saying it in the same terms. And that's when I heard her say that, I was like, yes, that's what it is. And I think it's even more than that, or less than that. It may be all those things kind of together. It's more of a feeling. It's more of a knowing. But I didn't, that was something, listening to some of her things and some of the stuff she had to say. It just, all that did was clear up my own little box there.
Alright, so I was just fooling around, checking some stuff out while I was listening to some videos, and got Lucasfilms here and elsewhere. Natural?
I don't know if a large number of people remember Levi Stadium. So this was
I noticed several changes.
I doubt that
And one is my personality. I don't take shit off of people, and I'm tired of it. I won't do it. Before I used to be kind of complacent and sit back. As a bartender, when people get irate, you need to keep the place calm. I mean, you do, but I need to be calm too. And the first set of people that I asked to leave, it was fine. It was done the way it should have been done. But at the end of the night, I'll say it's about 11 o'clock at night, and it's slow, so I'm going to close early. And, I got that in my head, and that's not a problem, because if more people come in, I'm going to open up. I'm going to keep it going. And I got a couple at the bar, and they were about to leave. And that's when I started talking to them about the Mandela effect. And I started asking them questions, and I go through the questions, and they're getting them all wrong. And I'm like, all right, this would be a couple for the book. Now, before this, I had a group of people I asked to leave. They left. It was fine. Then I have a guy come up to the bar, and he's like, well, this guy just told me about your book, and you published a book, and I'd really be interested in this. So I started asking him questions. And I said, what color is the yield sign? And he says, red. And how many people were in the car when JFK was assassinated? 6. What weapon does the Scarecrow carry? A gun. All right, listen, you're really not going to be interested in my book. Well, does Kit Kat have a dash or not? Well, no, of course it doesn't. Listen, he tells me, you're just misremembering things. You're just forgetting. You have other things going on, so you just forgot. I said, listen, I really apologize. You won't be interested in my book. I said, no, I'm not gonna sell it to you. So he begged me to buy the book. I'm like, I'm not selling it to you. I said, so for me, that whole personality changed because I was like, yeah, normally I'd take $10 or $15 or $20 or whatever they want to give me and go ahead and sell it to them. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm not giving it to you. That's the personality change. I would have given it to him. I would have sold it to him. It didn't care. I never cared. This time, no. So he's fine with that. He's like, all right, and he takes off. And so at the end of the night, there's nothing but a couple there. And I'm sitting with this couple. They're done. They're done their drinks. Everything's great. I'm talking to them about the Mandela effect. I'm asking them questions. They're getting them all wrong. Most of them, maybe not all of them. And I hear an incredible scream at the door. Now, there's nobody in this place except for me and this couple and Eric in the back. And he comes in and just goes, ah! I have no idea who it is because there's a windbreaker there. So I'm like, all right, wait for this person to come in, tell him to leave. I mean, he screamed loud like he was being freaking murdered. And that had a lot to do with the other group that left, and they left happily. He came up to the bar, and what should have happened was me just stand there and say, sorry, sir, I'm not serving you. You're a little obnoxious, and I'm going to ask you to leave. And that probably would have ended up in a conversation, and he would have left. But that's not what happened, because I lost it. All right. After that first group, and everything was great. I'm having a great conversation with the other people. They left. This couple, I'm sitting here talking with them. It's quiet. There's no music. The TVs are down. And he screams like that, came up to the bar, and I went, get the fuck out of here right now. And he's like, dude, I'm just kidding, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, you already blew it. Leave. I'm not serving you. Leave. Now, Eric comes in, and he's like, what's going on? He heard the scream. I mean, it was bloody murder, like somebody was stabbing the guy. He comes up. I said, Eric, I'm done. I'm not dealing with this. No, that's not how I would have normally acted. I would have normally waited for the person to come to the bar and say, no, I'm not serving you. And Eric would have came over and said, I took care of it. That'd be the end of it. That's not what happened. I'm turning around screaming at the guy, get the fuck out of here, and I don't want to hear it anymore. Eric's standing right there like, what? And I'm like, look, I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. So, no, I was wrong. I could have acted differently. I had a real nice couple, talking with them about the Mandela effects. Both of them were interested, never heard of it before. Both of them spelled Berenstein the wrong way and were sure that was the right way. So they're affected. I gave them the book. I'd rather give them the book than sell a book to some asshole who's telling me I'm forgetting, and that's all it is. It's just my misremembering. You know what? If I'm misremembering, I'm remembering the truth. That's it. And I go with that with this J Dreamers theory. And to me, this is a whole complete new theory in the Mandela effect, and I think people should look at that, only because it's another theory. It doesn't have to be right, but all of us have different theories. I don't think there's one person out there that thinks that I have the exact same theory as they do, that they think their theory is right and it happens to be exactly what I think and it's right. I don't feel that way. I don't think that the theory I have is absolutely accurate. But of course I sway towards that, but other people are going to sway towards their theory. I pull towards what Jay is saying about it being a spell. I'm being pulled towards it. I don't know. It doesn't mean it couldn't still be a computer program, and it doesn't mean it couldn't still be the D wave or CERN or quantum immortality. These things could all be put together. It could be all of these things and be some name we don't even know.
The timeline that we're existing in is not the collective timeline. We're just attached to it because we have this karmic connection, karmic duty, because we've decided to be here during this shift, but we're not affected by the same things. So the reality is different. The awareness of it is still there, but you're not experiencing it. So your perception of things is different, so your reality is different. Like you could be sitting next to someone and they could be having a horrible day and living really stuck in the fear programming, and you could be living in your higher vibration, but you're still able to interact with that third dimensional person who's having that third dimensional experience. So you're still able to interact with people, but just not have it affect you because your perception has changed, your vibration, consciousness, and you're multidimensional. So you're aware that you're able to be in multi-dimensions simultaneously. So the new earth is not going to a new place. It's existing where you are, but expanding and connecting to the dimensions and energies that you haven't been able to see before because you've been locked into a frequency. So you're seeing beyond the illusions and the hologram, and you're expanding and connecting more to what actually exists on the electromagnetic spectrum. So it's like putting on night vision goggles, infrared technology, X-ray technology. It's like putting that programmed within your body, so you're experiencing things that we normally wouldn't see with the visible eye in the frequency that we've been in. So you're connecting in a different way, but you're not actually leaving, if that makes sense.
Those rays, I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, but those rays are about 150 yards over my head. I just concentrate. Recently, I've been just staying within, going with my heart, and knowing that this is here for me, and it's for me to use. You know what's cool about that? It's on the inside of the mountain. It's not like it goes behind the mountain. Hey, the Monopoly Man. Do you know the Monopoly Man?
No.
You never seen the Monopoly Man before? The game Monopoly?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
Does he wear glasses, a monocle, or nothing at all?
Where's the monitor?
He's great. He's never worn anything in this timeline. All right. It feels right. But I know there's things missing. Things missing. Something's missing for me. I mean, I'm like, I'm right there. I know what I'm waiting for. Everything's already here. What's today? Today's the 12th or 13th. Everything around me is really calm and easy, but I can see the other experiences, things people are going through. Not for me. To me, it's so mundane. I'm like, why do you do that to yourself? Well, I'm still doing things to myself. I just don't understand yet. But things even physically look different. Different glow, I guess. I don't know.
Because at this point, you are multidimensional and you're aware of that multidimensional self. You're aware of being multidimensional.
Yeah, I really enjoy everything she's putting out.
And now a week after me deciding I ain't taking shit off of people, or I'm not doing it anymore. I'm standing up for myself and stuff. I don't need to go through all that emotion. I don't need to go through all that anger. Okay, but yeah, they bother me more and more every day. All I needed to say was I am getting in touch with my masculine side, because I've always been in touch with my feminine side. At least that's how I feel, being brought up by my mother, and take care of this and make sure this is this way and this is how it has to be. And so I think what's happening is, and that's what I've been hearing, this shift, these energies that are coming in are clearing out. There's no duality. So I'm integrating both the masculine and feminine. At least that's how I feel about it, and I feel stronger about it. I need to control it, not flip out, because some guy came screaming. He came in the bar screaming. I don't even know if I might have talked about this. I might have talked about this on a personal log. I don't know. Came in the bar screaming, and I'm kicking him out right away. But I didn't just say, "Sir, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to leave the establishment." No, I'm screaming, "Get the fuck out of here now!" I was a madman worse than he was. I didn't need to be like that. But anyway, all I needed to say was I'm getting in touch with my masculine side. I'm going to have to totally agree with Moneybags. I filmed that piece you just saw before Moneybags put out that little video about psychic abilities. I'll be putting it out after his, of course. I don't think I have any proof. I didn't say what the date was. But it doesn't matter. I agree with him 100%, and I feel it coming on. And there's a couple of examples. I think I woke up a couple of times in the middle of the night and filmed something real quick that happened.
Sure, this is nothing. There's a place down the road here called City on the Hill. Now, it's the same owners, but this one's City on a Hill. I don't know. Sounds familiar somehow. Closed the bar up for a little deep cleaning. Kind of needed it. Most of the mirror cleaned up. I was just checking out Kansas. Dust in the wind. All my dreams pass before me. I think that's what all my dreams. And I just heard all I dream pass before me, which the sentence doesn't make sense.
With that Kansas song, I've checked it out with other people, and it sounds the way I remember it sounding. You know, when I was by myself that one time, it said All I Dream, and I rewound it and listened to it again. It said All I Dream. I don't even know where I rewound it from or where I heard it from. I don't know where I heard the song when I heard the difference. But anyway, I've heard it the way I normally hear it too. I don't know what this is. It's a Yanni Laurel thing. It's not a Mandela effect. I don't know what it is.
Of the shift, it's part of what we're celebrating here, is to release the old paradigm. And this is New Earth. It's creating New Earth.
Yeah, you need him.
Where's Chad when you need him?
You don't need him. Anthony, I have
Right here.
not ever met someone
The
so
earth is round,
intelligent.
motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus.
I hope he got that. I hope he got that.
Yeah, I got it.
Retake. Take
It's
three.
good.
Take three.
It's actually spherical.
Yeah. Okay, we're on take three now,
It's
Jack,
ellipsoid.
because now we
It's
could
an
do
ellipsoid.
two.
It's an ellipsoid, you son of a bitch. And the Green Bay
I don't know.
Packers suck.
Are you from Wisconsin?
Yes.
Where?
Notion Racine.
I don't see any way how this is actually going to come out, but there are two planets out here. You can tell because they're not white or blinking, or they're that cream color. They call them red, right? Well, these things are amber. They're a lot darker.
Okay, that psychic stuff. There's one person downstairs at the bar. It's fairly busy, so I was going back and forth, and then I decided to go ahead and lay down and go to sleep. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I want to be there for the close and all. So I say, all right, I'll just get up in a few hours. Go ahead and check the bar. And I start to feel guilty. I start to feel like I should be down there. That's what it was. I felt like I started to feel like I should be down there. And I said, I'll get up in an hour or whatever. Phone rings. There's a problem down at the bar and I got to get down there. So if I just went with what I was feeling,
Anthony, you are so intelligent. I can't believe I don't know that many intelligent people, but I know that you are.
Wow. Okay. Hope that don't get copyright strikes.
Send it to your mom.
Yeah. Place is all closed up, and got a couple people working in the back, and they take breaks and watch some TV, and I paused it for them because they kind of left it running, and I paused on that after a little conversation about it. Coincidence? I'd just be guessing. What do we got here? It's a guitar, and he's got this one.
Then in 2016, the earth shifted beneath our feet. The rebellion started.